Alright, so I haven't seen this question a lot, but I think it's a really good one. How much did it actually cost to build the Dadwagon? I think the answer might surprise you. Alright, so I always build on a budget. It's actually part of why I learned how to build cars, because I didn't have a lot of money. I was in high school, and I had to learn, so I learned on my own cars. It saved me some money, and I ended up falling in love with the process of building. That kind of sets me up for all of my builds. Since I was 15, I always build on a budget, like a pretty tight budget. This one, I actually did not pay attention to the budget very much, and it's still fairly low considering what some other YouTubers are spending to build their cars, so I'm still pretty proud of it. The MR2 I built on a much tighter budget. So if you want to see me do one of these for the MR2, I will, and I'll tell you how much I spent on that car as well. But today we are going to break down the entire cost to build the Dadwagon. Now some of the prices aren't exact because I don't have all my receipts, or I really just didn't want to pull them all out. So I rounded up. So it could have cost a little bit less than this, but it wouldn't cost any more, if that makes sense. Also, there's some work that hasn't been done yet that I'm factoring into this price. I'm being paid. Actually, it's been done. I just hadn't paid for it. I hadn't picked it up. So that'll be in here as well, which will give you guys kind of a hint of what's coming up in the next couple videos. Let me get my calculator open because math is not my strong suit. And I'm going to play FJ Films video over this because it's awesome. It'll give you an idea of everything that's been done to the car. You guys can watch that while I talk about how much everything costs. The car cost me $1,600. It cost me $400 to get it back home because I had to buy a plane ticket and drive it back. So that brings me to $2,000 on the dot to get the car. After that, I put $1,000 into maintenance. That was oil pan gasket, oil pickup tube because it wasn't pulling properly, oil sensor, pressure sensor, a bunch of different things the car just needed. This was before I was putting it on the channel. I changed all the engine mounts, I changed all the brakes, the discs, or the rotors, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, it all came out to about $1,000. After that, we get into the actual build on the channel, so this is the stuff you guys have actually seen me do. The wheels, if you were to go buy a set of these wheels, they would be $1,600. The tires are nothing real crazy, $300 for a new set of tires. The suspension would be $500. I didn't pay for that because Solo Works sponsored me with a full set of suspension. Thank you so much, guys. That was such an awesome sponsorship. And but if you were going to build this car yourself, that's how much that suspension costs, and it's great, honestly. It's really great. At ECS, I spent $10 on... I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to go through each of my purchases from ECS. So $10, $294, $47, $69, $3, $24, $308, and $574. Okay, so that's all of the ECS stuff. So that's like timing belt, CVs, all that stuff that I replaced. Bunch of maintenance stuff. I've replaced almost everything that can be worn down. That's not the engine or the transmission. And then, let's see, vinyl, I paid $400 for all of my vinyl. The interior is costing me $200 to get that done. I'm getting the little LED screen replaced in the gauges. That's $100. The headlights are $150 for the work that I did to the headlights. The front bumper, so the DIY front bumper ended up costing me around $250. That's including the splitter and the splitter rods, all the bolts and nuts and bolts, all the metal, everything that I used. All right. The exhaust would cost you $300. I got it for $130 because I just paid shipping. But I think if you bought one of these used, it would probably cost you around $300 to $400. It cost me $40 to get it installed. Roof rack, $250. That was pre-channel, so but that's on there and it's going. The paint, $300. Materials, I have $500. That is like nuts and bolts, random stuff I go get at the hardware store or from AutoZone, things like that that I didn't really track very specifically. Comes out to around $500. It's probably a good bit more than that. Fluids, so it's an Audi, so fluids are really expensive. Spent $240 on fluids. Speakers, $100. The horns cost me $50. I walked out and saw those today, so I put those in there. Finally, this is not in order, but the body kit cost $650. That brings us to a grand total. Are you ready for this? You should get on camera, because you don't know what this total is. Come here. Seriously, come here. On camera. She's never heard this number before. Grand total of $10,219.
scary.
I thought it was lower than that, actually. Yeah, so $10,219 all in, plus, I don't know, what, a year of my life?
A little more.
Has it been more than a year? So a year of my life plus $10,219, and we have ourselves a Dadwagon. And it is awesome. So yes, it did cost a lot of money, at least in my opinion. $10,000 is an insane amount of money. This is the most money I've ever spent on any car ever. And absolutely the most work I've ever done in a car. Hundreds and hundreds of hours have gone into this car. And it is going to be given away. So if you've never seen one of these videos before, I'm giving this car away. And it'll go to the person that gets the most votes. What I mean by that is on my community tab right now, there's a link of people that are finalists for this car. You can go vote and pick who you want to win, and you can see kind of the live updates, I guess, of the car and who's in the running and all that cool stuff. For you guys that have maybe already done that, you should know that you can only vote one time. If you go in and vote again, it doesn't count. It doesn't actually update. I actually tested that because Chase called me concerned right after I uploaded that thing. But it does. It only goes one time, so your vote only counts.
If you change your person.
Yeah, you can change your vote, but you can't add a vote, if that makes sense. All right, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. 10 grand in, and we have an awesome car. I'm ready to do it again. Maybe a little bit cheaper next time. I don't know. Maybe more expensive. I guess we'll see. Thank you, guys. If you want to see the MR2 budget video, click the link below. Nope, not even. There's no link there. The car cost me $1,600. I got it from Maryland. It cost me $400 to get it home. I had to buy a plane ticket and fly. Wow, that is a hard sentence to say.